of the things that our patriarchal culture tells us often is that we have to do it alone. We have to do it on our own. A lot of DIY culture. And that's not powerful for the feminine. The feminine loves collaboration. And in fact, here's one of the most powerful ways that the feminine actually likes to collaborate. And it's not by doing things for others. Feminine collaboration is calling people in. It's tapping into feminine receptivity. It's holding that space and container that we are allowed to receive in. If you think about how a queen operates, she's not mopping the floor around her or in the nitty-gritty of the day-to-day. She's sitting comfortably in her space, and her mere presence inspires those around her to cherish her, to serve her, to support her. In fact, her mere presence calls other people into their highest selves. You cannot be shrinking around a queen. You have to show up in your full regalia. And whether that's outer regalia or inner regalia, it doesn't matter. Think about how people in your world would show up for you if you were in your sovereign seat, calling them into their highest selves. What would you ask for them? This is one of the beautiful and most overlooked gifts of the feminine, is the feminine's ability to call others to rise. And specifically, I mean the masculine. If you can get your mind a little bit into the gutter, there is some metaphor there, right? The feminine calls the masculine to rise. There's something about our biology that's baked into our psyche that actually makes that true, even metaphorically in everyday living. When the feminine is in her power, when she's in her sovereign self, when she's sitting in her gorgeous throne, whatever that looks like, mine's leather. Maybe yours is wood. Maybe you envision it as being a gilded throne. Put yourself in whatever chair most suits you. And that space calls others to rise. We get out of that when we collapse, when we let that receptive container deflate or get holes poked into it. And one of the ways we do this, one of the ways that our modern culture has tricked us into doing this is by pulling us out of our sovereign seat and making us think that we need to do everything for everyone else. Right? That we need to do everything for everyone else and ourselves. That's how the culture has defined independence. But that's not independence, that's isolation. If we can do everything for ourselves and everyone else, then we don't need anyone else, they just need us.